this map, we want to try either. So the first pick should be Tychus, Cassia, or Sylvanas.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think we should try and grab a Garrosh Zarya if you guys want to play it. And if we don't do that, we should go for the Deathwing and just get more reps in on that.
I did enjoy. I think Sylvanas Deathwing felt really good together.
Sylvan Deathwing?
Yeah, Sylvan Deathwing.
Like, I'm okay. I guess I'm open to the Deathwing, the Garrosh Zarya.
And
no one's got practice on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
at the moment.
Yeah, I'm good with the Deathwing. I mean, it just depends. I mean, this is what all this is for. I mean, it's a league, but it's not. I mean, it just scrims. Let's see.
Wait, why'd you tell us to go to the right, Bear? They're saying that we have to left.
What, am I dyslexic? Crap, hold on, let me
Probably.
read. What is on the left then? Yeah, I thought he said...
This whole excavate.
It's you guys ready? You guys are on the right this week.
Who said that?
The guy that I just talked to, Rock World.
Wait. Oh. Didn't you... Oh, you message him. Figure it out.
It doesn't matter where we are. We can
fuck it up.
Well, I mean, we're just trying to be fair, right? If there's rules, we're trying to be respectful to them. Especially, since the CCS boys, we're kind of rivals with them in the division. So.
I don't know why you said that. Did I miss?
What happened?
I don't know. Apparently,
We can probably fast forward a bit.
There you go.
Maybe he meant they're on the right. He said, "You guys ready? You guys are on the right this week, so you guys make lobby pick." Okay, maybe he just meant. Just put us on the left. I guess just switches over. B.
Bankroll me? Okay.
Yeah, either that or Stukov, your choice. Oh yeah, I was here
Stukov
for the
can't
draft,
save, so I do like having him.
Yeah.
Or we could pick Stukov.
Oh yeah, we could get the Stukov too. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna try and first pick the Cassia here if they give it to us, right?
Oh yeah, that works.
Let's go.
So would be first pick Cassia, Zarya, Gara second.
Yeah,
that is a possibility. Yeah.
And then Ben Anduin.
The other thing you could do is Garrosh Stukov, and that'd still be a good comp because not a lot of teams respect Zarya being available. Actually, I mean, if they're watching the stream, then they will. But like, shame on them for stream sniping. I'm talking to you guys. That aside, okay, Hogger Band. Yep, Cassia's up. You can go for that. They might get the Stukov, but there's other healers up. So
Cassia.
Do you want me to grab?
Yeah, you grab it.
Wait. We can rotate it out.
Yeah, we can switch later.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Alright.
Now, who's gonna play the Zarya? I assume
it's gonna be Bear, right?
Is it? Alright.
Either or. I have a lot more reps on.
This still works really well, honestly.
What was that, Sticks? You have more reps on what?
Zarya.
Than Cassia?
Yeah, I mean, you have all the reps on Cassia.
Yeah, I have all the reps on Cassia too.
That is true.
So,
all right,
I mean, really, yeah. So
Garrosh
picks
Stukov right now.
Yep, Garrosh Stukov is nice. At least you don't have to ban this Stukov, and you can ban something else, like Ana. I'm still listening.
Anduin, right?
Good.
Anduin's okay, but like Anduin's not going to keep up with the amount of like pressure you guys can put on them.
Oh, that's true, because he only has one save versus we're throwing every 15 seconds.
Yeah. You'll get at least like 4 to 5 throws every time he tries to get a pull. In terms of ratio.
All I gotta do is not throw Joe. Throw Joe.
Well, I mean, no, you can throw Joe, honestly.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Joe, especially after 13 when standing against the root.
Yeah. You just gotta kind of watch out for the rest of their engage, but like Cassia and Stukov are relatively safe. If there's like any CC put onto Johanna, or you bait out her shield and go for her, that also works.
Look at these dudes fucking hard scouting me. Those are Kingle band.
Do we want
to start having Sticks for this?
They probably watched our last
two
because they're up. Like we have to post.
I mean, if Sticks is the one that's supposed to be like the Cassia main for the
Rexar's
team,
really
then
good, right?
Rexar's not the worst. Yeah, in terms of like follow-up, but they also got it.
Sticks would be like the main DPS and then Robert. And
what match is usually like the flex
our wave player's
DPS for
pretty
this
shit if I do that.
Yeah,
and I know there's
honestly,
like
just get someone else that's like safer for that.
Oh
Yeah, we can
honestly
talk about
like
that
if you wanted to
practice Like, okay, I finished the game. MVP rank. Easy, I don't know. Like Blaze, Leoric is up as well, just for safe clear.
Okay, not Sonya.
10
I
seconds.
mean, Sonya is also honestly kind of liking the format rank.
6 seconds.
It's pretty fun.
Blaze is good, right?
Your choice, as long as you can soak. You know.
Yeah.
We're highlighting. We're highlighting.
Yeah. Blaze or Sonya. That works. Now, whoever is going to play Zarya, probably Robert in this case. Like, only thing you have to keep in mind, just make sure to coordinate your speed shields with Garrosh and communicate that too.
Okay.
All right. Like 50%. Yeah, movement speed on Garrosh is fucking scary as hell to see. All right. And the more you kind of like coordinate that and say, hey, I want to shield you, or Garrosh is like, hey, shield me, you're ready to shield him, then boom, it's all done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I guess count down your shield and count down your throw. Like if you feel like it's almost up. So
no.
Hey guys,
No, we already went over this. We already know what to do.
Guys,
Switch.
are we flipping or what?
Yeah, bear switch.
Bear switch.
Okay, switching.
Right now.
All right. And I am stacking.
That's fine.
Stacking plus infinite ball lightning.
Is 4-man Sonya like a thing now? I only see it in like Division C. I don't see it anywhere else.
I think the burst is spear plus empowered W is, I guess, strong burst.
It depends if the team against Sonya doesn't respect the sort of like burst that she has, but like you guys have Zarya and Cassia and Stukov, so it's like the moment like she spears in or does anything like remotely close to the Garrosh, she should die. Also, go feel the heat there, Robert.
Okay.
And then you just put like a lot of extra pressure on them.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, here we go, boys.
Okay, Zen, can't say anything anymore.
What? Oh, is it scrim time?
Yeah.
Scrim time, man.
Yeah. Oh, again, it's all VOD review in the end.
Yeah.
Speaking of VOD review, I mean, game hasn't technically started, so I guess just communicate from the start. Their team should have a better wave clear advantage, but you guys have a decent amount of pressure with the Garrosh and take the turret camp after you. And if Blaze follows up with a stun, then cool. Honestly, anyone who could really die, aside from maybe Johanna, she unstoppables, but there's a possibility you could do it still.
Meh.
Where the hell did my presets go? God damn it.
That was embarrassing.
Do we have to pause?
No, it's the presets for my spec. I'll just figure it out.
God, that's
Hey,
embarrassing.
wait. Silverman, we need you on the way.
Oh, okay. Right there.
The wave isn't like super mandatory if you already have Blaze up in the front there. Like they don't really have any kill pressure. They're just wave clearing for the most part.
Going top.
Sonya's bottom lane. I'm heading there now.
Zarya's kind of still in mid. It's okay.
I got stunned.
Just kill the minion, Robert. Come on.
Oh, damn.
For the most part, they are just going to like
good wave.
Sonya's trying to
take you guys
in
in general, especially with
I got a shield on Cassia.
double bruiser and double wave clear.
G heal in 1 second.
Also, I should say like
Clear the lane. Let's go.
generally
Clear the lane, let's go.
speaking, when
We're
you play
trying.
Zarya
We're
here,
trying.
You don't really want to be like
Not
a
really
front
looking.
liner. You're just there to like
make sure you catch that
help
mid, so
Garrosh whenever you need to.
We're
Wait, I couldn't hear you Z through all that stuff because it sounds like live. Go ahead. What were you saying? Something about?
Yeah, so basically as Zarya, you're not really looking to frontline against their team. For the most part, you're just looking to either just eat the Ming spells for extra damage, sure, or just play backline. And basically when they try to like go on your backline, you're a source of damage that they have to respect at that point. Especially with Feel the Heat.
Okay.
should we have put Cassia bottom and have me in the 4-man because our wave clear? Like I even said, like focus on the wave clear, but I'm just like Silver is totally right. Like we can't get these waves cleared fast enough.
Cassia can actually no. It's just better if Cassia stays at the 4-man for now. What should have been done here is either one of let's see. It's kind of tough to decide because like right now between like having kill pressure and everything else, someone from the group of the 4-man has to split and basically just like soak mid for a bit and then reconvene with their team whenever they have to. In this case, putting Cassia there isn't bad because Zarya Garrosh needs to be like basically together for this combo to work, and then Stuka just follows up on that throw with the combo, the WE. So for the most part, Cassie can just like stick mid pretty like safely and reliably, she doesn't need to come online yet because you still have pick potential with the Garrosh either way. And a note about wave clear, like for the most part, I mean, what one did you take on Blaze? Doesn't really matter too much, but like,
I don't remember. Usually I go either the cooldown reduction or unstop. Against this team, I
Okay.
probably went unstop.
all right. I mean, either way, like your wave clear against Sonya is pretty.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I went attack speed. Yeah. I forget.
Yeah, then it should be better than Sonya's if that's right.
Yeah.
So in terms of rotations, like Blaze at the very least can match Sonya and help soak mid whenever you guys like need like the extra wave clear. It's not super mandatory, but generally speaking, yeah, 3-man right there, Cassia mid, Blaze bot. Honestly, that's fine as long as you guys can catch the soak. After this, I mean, it's basically just going to be Cassia Stukov on the camp or Zarya Stukov on the camp instead. That also work. That would also work. Aside from that, yeah, let's just see what like goes on in the rest of this game.
All right, I'll play. I'm not really sure how you're gonna motion me to.
No, don't worry. I'll just say play pause.
Okay,
It's fine.
We're slow.
I'm going to the camp.
Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
down.
Cassia does
so we
camp,
just
that's
split
fine.
1-1.
Stukov does that.
Bear, sit bid.
Yep.
Yeah.
There.
After that,
Zeenarus
we've got a
stops,
gank
sorry,
on
mid.
Sonya. This
Perfect.
wave is pushed to shit. If you guys can
You
boost
got
that camp up.
Okay, we're on the turret now.
Good.
Halfway turret.
No one saw that. No one saw that.
Makes you pick it up.
Rexar's mid. Sonya's
Can we go,
bottom.
Sonya? Can we,
No.
Man?
This wave's too big now. I gotta actually like
All right.
catch it.
Sonya's right here.
Sonya's mid.
Okay.
Yeah, by the time Sonya's rotating,
Keep
you guys should
eyeing
already have
the
eyes
healing
on the
beacon.
She's going- they're going
just in
healing.
case.
Rexar shop. They're on the
They're on
healing
it
now.
right
It's a
now?
little
Rotating it.
late,
Shit,
but
I
I
should check
think you
that.
guys win this fight either way.
This might be a bad idea for me.
You're fine. It's still.
Oh, that mean, get the mean, get the mean.
Okay. Gonna stun.
They have to
Whoever.
respect
I
the
see
damage,
Rexar's in it.
If they don't have Ming, where the heck is
I don't
that
have a
damage? They're
shield, I have a
just auto-attacking and
shield.
Sonya's spinning.
I'm alive.
Is that going to kill
Okay.
Cassia?
There you
Sorry.
go.
No, it's not.
Good
You
job.
really shouldn't.
Right.
Oh, were you saying Z? I think you were saying something.
Yeah, so like their damage early game is just pathetic without the Li Ming, as you saw it just like unfold right now. If this like series of events just kept happening, and literally if you guys just kept abusing the Garrosh Zarya combo and getting picks with it, even on the Johanna, because you have Stukov as a follow-up, they wouldn't have been able to do anything the entire game, essentially. Like, regardless of whatever happens in these team fights, like, that combo is just so absolutely insane that that point, basically, is supposed to represent, hey, this is what happens when someone is in the middle of our team, and then they just get absolutely melted to shreds in front of everyone. And you guys are beefy enough to just like survive a lot of things as a whole as well. So as long as you don't get poked down by the Li Ming, then their damage is just not enough to kill you guys. Aside from that, yeah, you guys did have some trouble with the Ming otherwise, but yeah, well, you can play right now.
Okay, playing.
Good eye on that because I wasn't checking it. All right.
Very
Lanes, we don't need to
Of
invade.
course.
We can start our camp, but don't cap it yet.
I'm gonna head to our camp then.
Go 6. I got mid.
Okay.
Go.
Oh,
I'm coming over.
I
to help.
just
Yeah,
They're
wanted to
huge.
right
They're
now, so
missing so
Careful,
much stuff
missing
right
4 silver. Careful.
probably
I'm
you would
chilling.
just have like
Unstoppable's up. I'm chilling.
2 people on it and then just 1 mid right now. Although you guys are doing it
there's
fast
Rexar.
enough.
Rexar's here. Joe's here.
By the
Missing
time you do
3,
this, you should
missing
hold
3.
the camp.
I'm just gonna.
Mouse here. 3 top.
Okay.
Because if you camp the camp this
Objective.
early, like no one's contesting the
Don't let them
objective right
get a
now.
lead.
There's no like
on-
urgency to get to the objective when you just want to clear top. So like
Okay.
ideally you want to have it like either capped a couple seconds after the enemy caps there, so you have like a stalemate top, or you want to just like clear top out of the way, and then later for when the point actually matters, you guys can like, well, not for like specifically when the point actually matters, but like, by the time like someone is already like comfortably onto point, and they already got a fight, and they probably like have control of it, and the enemy's just like kind of stepping up. Like during the time that someone's just like stalling for time on point, usually the tank, then the DPS and healer would be doing the camp up there or clearing the enemy wave, maybe both. But that aside, yeah, that's basically just like how split responsibilities go in full sky for a bit. So yeah, just camp taking a bit too early.
Okay, because they didn't take theirs. So even if they weren't, even if it was the objective, and they didn't hit theirs, just hold on.
The thing
to ours.
is, like, objective in this instance takes a while. You know, like
Okay.
no one's got any progress. Ideally, you want to have the objective pushing when people are building towards that progress, because at the very least, there's urgency for that team to split and not focus objective.
Okay.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
you can play.
On objective now.
Yeah, you're safe to do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay,
they
okay,
waited
you're
for
good.
you guys to take
Okay,
your
2
camp.
top, 1 bot. Oh, careful, Garrosh.
So they can play your camp,
coming down.
and
They're
that's
looking
going
at
to be
you.
pushing.
They're gonna clear top, guys.
The
They're
other
clearing
thing
top.
is
They're
that,
not
we're
like,
gonna
clearing
we're gonna
top.
have to.
They're all
We're gonna have to
top right
back off that.
now.
Like,
So everyone going to point is a little awkward here because like they're not going to be contesting this. If one person stays on this, like Robert, for instance, and everyone is like top, like Robert is not in any danger, so you don't actually have to come down and help him. You should just be like keeping track of where the enemy is. In this case, they're all clearing your camp. So naturally, what should happen here is that 3 of you guys go top to defend and hopefully clear that camp. And then while you guys are defending, they have 2 options. They either siege against a 3-man and a wall, or they try to go mid and fight for the objective. Because you guys weren't here, then they just siege top. You can play.
Okay.
Cassie, you go clear top, or maybe we all do.
Maybe we should
Keep
all just
one.
do it.
And keep me on the point. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to.
All right.
And then yeah,
Trying
and
to
Johanna just like
interrupt.
stalls that a little bit. Honestly,
Can we
if
get
you had
Rexar,
like a
or-
WE on the Johanna, might have been a possible kill, but
You said a WE.
from the Stukov, at least like to pop the unstoppable, then that's also not a bad option.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You can,
Play. Okay.
All right, Barry, you got things now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shield.
Yep. Here.
All right. Oh shit! Wait for the call.
I
Kill
thought that
Joe,
was.
kill Joe.
I thought that was a call.
oh yeah.
I was asking. Come on, man.
I don't.
Jesus. All right.
If you're
back
saying you got
back
shield,
up, back up.
you're asking.
You're level
You wait for me to
7. The
ask for it.
talent is at level 4. What are you asking for? That's the whole gimmick.
Oh, I forgot it was 4. All right. Cleared up.
What's wrong, Sarah? Okay.
But yeah, you
I'm
guys
yelling at her, I
got
can't
a
yell.
lot of
Alright.
progress on mid because Blaze was at least there. And now they
Alright,
stepped
back on
up
the
onto
point.
point a little bit, and then
All right,
Blaze
we got our
back
turret
off,
up.
and they step off
Alright.
point again. Weird.
Crap. What the hell do I
I'm
get
going
with-
for Sonya. I'm going
Okay,
for
they're
Sonya.
still pushing
Sonya.
top, by the way.
Maybe
Really,
the
only like
shit,
Alright.
he's
one,
out.
maybe
Turret,
max
turret,
2
turret.
people come
I have
help
shield
Blaze,
against
but
turret.
like, they're still top, guys. Like
Okay.
they're still top. At least have like somebody just like keeping an eye on where they are, you know, and just
Yeah.
be like, hey, maybe, just maybe we should defend the fort. Just maybe, you know, like objective is a thing, but this is like an instance of, hey, objective matters so much while we ignore every single part of the map.
You know,
Like,
we've kind of toyed around with this too because they kind of dropped the comment later. We just talked a little bit after the captain and I, but I mean
Yeah.
that this was their strategy not to really go for the first objective, and we've even considered that at some point on this map, to not even bother. I mean, is the objective even really that strong? I mean, I know there's arguments about it.
so here's the thing, right? In terms of like optimal play for the objective, the thing is that in order to cap the objective, you only need one person to be on point and to hold it safely. And that is enough to make it so that, hey, we can just defend against whatever the enemy team wants to do in terms of contesting this objective. And as long as that one person is on objective and they can live and they can get out safely, then the person that has the objective control is already in a winning spot, because whatever the 4-man or the enemy team tries to do in order to like say, hey, you know, they're all on objective, we can just do this. Like, what's the point of having 5 people on objective if there's no one going to be contesting the objective in the first place?
Good point.
Like, even if it's like
It doesn't
Sonya
speed it up,
coming-
right? It just doesn't matter how many people are on it. It doesn't go any faster or anything.
Exactly. You just have one person there holding it. Like, even if Sonya was there, you guys still could have like taken a fight up at top, because even if Kingo gets beat out in this 1v1, like he has like 70-80% on the point already by the time the fight's over, and then he can just back off, heal up, and then wait for his team to finish up whatever's happening top lane. Because like without the Sonya, their damage is really, really despicably bad.
Got it.
So You can play.
Yo, we gotta
No,
go back
no,
to
no,
top
no,
lane,
no.
boys. Top lane, top lane, top lane.
And then
Alright, well,
Styx
King
is
will
over
stand there.
here
If
mulling.
they don't want to fight it, we'll crash on them.
All right, Bear, give me shield. Shield's your shield.
I'm separated now. Got it. Stuck upside.
Nope, missed it.
Unfortunately.
Slowed. He's slowed. They're slowed.
Yeah, Silver,
Trying to
you
get
can
there, trying to get
definitely
there.
afford to be like a little bit more patient, just because like
Hit Joe for
the
now.
movement speed is nice and all, but you're already in a position to be like at walking range with them. So if you want to just like wait like 1 or 2 seconds to get, hey, I want to throw this target instead of the tank, then that's totally
Okay.
fine. You know,
Okay.
as long as you're just like keeping next to them and you want to make sure you're throwing this person.
Gotcha.
Sometimes you don't have the luxury to do that just because like they might have an unstoppable or they might blink away. But if you're like next to a minion wave, then yeah, it really doesn't hurt to just like use that movement speed to position, wait a little bit,
better.
and then get that throw.
Okay, for sure.
Yep.
Going to play.
Yep. Yeah.
Now,
Six,
Joe,
careful,
Joe,
six, careful.
Joe.
Okay, Joe's got the shield out. Joe's shield out.
Yep.
Raise the
Nothing
shield
else to
on you,
gain
Silver.
here.
Yeah, I heard it. Okay,
Oh,
Yeah,
Six.
And Styx is still fighting for some reason.
throwing Joe. Oh, never mind.
I don't have a shield. I don't have a shield.
Yeah, I got 2 with me now.
And Silver is
Alright.
also fighting for some reason.
Just
Thank
push top
God
then,
their
push top
fights
then, we're
are
here.
Yeah,
so
push top.
bad.
Get value. Get value. Clear it for the objective.
All right.
They have like
Uh,
one bit of
Someone's gonna
sustained
catch him
damage
to
that
soak
isn't
then.
Rexar.
How good?
This would be tougher. Oh yeah, and because there's like an objective that's already like shredded down.
Should I be going? Yeah, I guess I should be going.
Oh,
Try and
I
get
should
out,
also
try and
mention
get out, okay.
people
I'm
in
gonna
the
slow 'em.
protector. So pause.
Yep.
Yeah, people in the protector ideally should be Blaze, and I guess in this case, actually no, not Blaze. Sorry, Garrosh Zarya. Yeah, those two get in the protector, and outside of that is Blaze, Cassia, Stukov. What happens is protector clears mid, goes up top. Cassia, Stukov, Blaze, you're pushing bot.
Okay.
If you guys had like a proper split, and Kingle is like making sure the protector's safe, because without like another person in it, it doesn't have the same armor. It's gonna be quite a bit squishier. I actually don't know how it got melted that fast. Maybe it's because you walked it through like their entire team, but yeah, just like you have like a good duration of the protector, so you can just afford to like walk it through a safe path without taking too much damage, because half health protected by the time you get top is like not ideal.
Yeah.
So yeah, just once Blaze like escorts it up top, or like even to mid, and then as long as the foreman is like, hey, we have the protector, someone get in, and then I mean you didn't know it was Garrosh Zarya and to do the strat. So, but that's just for the future, in case. But yeah, usually it's like some type of frontliner, and then healer damage or bot lane, while like tank and somebody else are in the protector, just like sieging up top. And then that puts like split pressure on the map. The enemy team has to respond to the protector, and they also have to respond to a 3-man push bot lane. And
Oh,
both of them
okay,
will get
okay.
just as much value.
Can you say that one more time? How do
Yeah,
we
okay.
want to split the protector?
Generally speaking, tank, flex damage up top, siege damage, healer, off lane, bot lane. On Volskaya.
Okay, tank and flex damage.
It's not always like
the
the same like layout, but generally speaking, again, it's just like
sure.
yeah.
So ideally,
Like-
we wanna create split pressure if we have the protector.
Yeah.
And try to make them respond to both and have to choose essentially.
Precisely.
Okay.
And you'll still get value either way. Protector, even if it's like, oh, there's like multiple people up there, 2 people in it is tanky enough for it to take like a decent amount of damage and still get the fountain up top. And then if that's 4 people focusing the protector, then there's only 1 defending bot lane at most, which you can kill, and or also ignore and just get the same amount of value you would if you had 2 protectors. So you can play.
Okay. Are you good, Kingle? Or do you have other questions? On that?
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I have that.
Okay.
All right, we're okay.
I don't have much mana. I need to get out of here.
All right, Bear, I'm going around. Come with me.
Okay.
Oh, you get the back?
No.
All right,
Okay.
all right. Just clear lanes,
Tap,
clear
actually,
lanes,
tap,
clear
tap,
lanes.
tap, tap.
Because
Uh,
Cassia's
Styx
spot,
switching
they
up
could
on
make a
bottom.
move onto the support camp
All right,
right
Bear.
now.
They're on the
Which
center
they
camp.
do.
Center camp.
I'm with you. We're the only 2 though.
I'm on my
we're
way.
coming. 6 man, let's go.
I'm on my way.
Shield. Go. Shield.
Shield!
Oh,
Shield!
yeah, and Robert's a little slow, but
Okay,
and then
big
Garrosh
fish,
gets
I
a
got
little
you.
bit too
late,
ahead.
too late.
Like, holy shit,
Yeah.
dude!
If they don't get it really fast,
We're
yeah.
about, we're about to be timed. Get ready to snap your times. We can fight over this.
And yeah,
Shield on you,
if
Silver.
you heard the 10s, yep, there's 10s.
I don't
If you had taunt there, that might have been a nice lockdown into her.
Gary, you go forward. You're done there. Thank you.
All right,
I
break
I was a
that.
little
Yeah,
small
just
on my 10.
I was
Take the
muted.
camp, take the camp, take the camp, take the camp.
After this, I'm going to have to go back to get some mana.
Expulsion Zone
Or
is
no,
really
for
a
a few
good
seconds.
pick here.
all right, back to
Just for the
lane. Someone
future.
cover top.
Got it.
Six on the camp. I soak bottom.
Lower
Actually,
cooldown and
maybe-
generally
six maybe
speaking
soak bottom.
more
We're probably faster
useful.
on this,
Hey,
huh?
Silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I effed that up. Like I had like presets before, and then for whatever reason they just weren't there, and I was like, "Well, that
Yeah,
sucks."
don't worry about presets. Just know that, like with Zarya, Expulsion Zone is pretty useful, especially if you like corner somebody against the wall with it and perma-stun them for like 4 seconds.
Oh, I never thought about that. That's nice.
Yep. That you can use it for objective like support camp or just like corner them from like pushing up onto a point. Yeah, whatever, you know. Because like in Grav they can still like act out of it, which is unfortunate.
Okay. So you actually
yeah.
prefer the expulsion versus graviton?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. I think you prefer that too, don't you, Silver?
Yep.
All right, cool.
But we had you doing Graviton Surge while you were learning.
Okay. Makes sense.
Because it's less, intensive.
Got it.
I would argue it's a bit more intensive just because of the fact that you're inclined to like hit more people with it, whereas Expulsion Zone can literally just be used for damage and you'll still get value with it because you're hitting somebody with it.
That's why he's Grandmaster and I'm not.
No, bro. I had the same thought, man. That makes sense to me.
All right, you can play.
Okay. I probably need you in the group. I probably should be up there if anyone.
Backup Silver. They're all missing.
Yep.
Okay, on my way. I'll head mid. Or I'll actually head to camp to help out.
Good call, this stick.
If you don't.
Okay. Sonya's mid.
They
Rotating
are
mid as well.
Pan, you need to pick that up. Thank
I was
you.
on my way.
I see him bottom.
On my way.
We good?
Rexar
Two.
top, 2 bottom, missing 2.
They're all going mid. They're all going mid.
Watch out, the rotation.
If only someone soaked top.
All right. No one stop. All right. I'm going top.
Where are they?
Hey,
There we
They're
go.
rotating, trying to catch us as we go.
Okay, I'm
They
top
also
now.
might
I'm
be
not with you.
bottom. Sona's bottom, that's about it.
I only see 1 on the board. Okay, I see Joe missing 3.
Throw them. Throw them.
Silenced.
I tried. I don't know why. Well, now it works.
2 top,
Okay.
2 top.
Don't worry about me. I was just checking something. 30 seconds.
Watch out for Joe behind us.
Yeah, I see
And the
it.
boards are out. Boards are out.
Boards are out. They're looking for a fight, but they missed it. All
Gonna
right.
do anything.
Careful on your rotation, Silver.
Sonya's
Easton is
rotating
fucking
out.
slow.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
That wouldn't have been
I
a
got
bad
Joe here.
opportunity to grab a
Joe,
bomb,
Joe.
but it's all right.
I'm gonna taunt Joe. I'm not gonna taunt
Shield
Joe.
on you, Silver. Shield on you.
All right. I have to
Yeah,
back
this
up.
fight is going pretty
Who are we
badly.
killing? Who are we killing? You have a
So
heal.
right now,
can
you
go-
guys
still
should
here?
not be
Okay.
fighting in the first place.
Oh,
Sonya.
get him
Good
out.
combo here at least.
Sonya.
Ah, shit.
Okay.
But again,
Never
yeah,
mind.
not a frontliner. And Styx is doing whatever he wants here. But like,
Oh, they're all one.
yeah. And then you back near the fort here,
At
thinking you're
least one
stealthy and
person was
everything. They're
target
not going
gone
to
during
notice you,
that.
even though you're like right there.
I
So by the time they're walking
Well,
out,
Pan, what are
you
you
should have
doing,
been like
man?
walking out.
Panda's
I was-
dying.
Yeah, that was not bad there.
Yeah, but yeah, pause
I
real
was
quick.
backing. I thought I was out.
Okay, hold on.
But yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
you can just press space bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That works.
Generally speaking, yeah, I mean that fight went pretty badly just because like Garrosh got chunked by the time he already tried to look for something, and then support camp was used up. So right when that happened, you guys need to make the call to like sort of back off because one, your main engage with Garrosh kind of just like fell flat. So the only thing you can really look for are 2 things, or rather 3 things. First thing is Stukov getting a WE combo in somebody and slowing and keep them in place. And then maybe you can follow up on that. Second thing, Zarya getting a gravel bomb. You got a pretty good gravel bomb later on in the fight. Although, I mean, aside from like being able to use it earlier, just to even get like one pick, for instance, not bad. But yeah, like relying on that as your like main engage is a little wonky sometimes. And then the third option, which is not available right now, is having Blaze flank and look for a stun. However, the thing that happened instead was Blaze flanked and walked into the middle of their team.
Insta died.
Insta died, basically.
That's the Kingle special right there.
Yeah. But the two things that kind of have to like come together here is the fact that one, you guys don't have the engage you're looking for, which is the Garrosh Zarya combo. And you guys are chunked, so you guys should just call to back off and defend. Because if you push fourth, you're playing with I think it was even talents before this, it might have given them the XP boost they needed, but aside from that, you should play near your fort already, just because you'll have a better advantage there. And you'll be able to heal up in the meantime. And while you're communicating that, then Kingo over here can be like, oh, my team doesn't want to fight. I'll take my half-health body and soak somewhere else. And then no one loses a thing here. At worst, they could like siege you down, but you're healthier to fight back, and maybe Kingo can look for a flank by the time a fight actually happens. So, yeah. That's the optimal scenario.
Now, as far as comms so far, I mean, have we said anything or anything that's glaring or something we could have said better that you...
I feel like people are just waiting too long for something to happen, mostly like the Garrosh throw to be a thing. But in terms of like looking for picks, if Stukov lands a slow onto Rexar, Malfurion, even Li Ming, then that's plenty of pressure. If you land it on Joe and then she traits, that's actually really good too, because you just popped her trait by just doing your Stukov combo on her, and then she won't have her trait up for when you guys use your Zarya Garrosh combo on her instead. That's like another way like this comp sort of like plays around with each other in terms of, hey, we have like 2-3 big sources of CC, and we can use any of those to like catch somebody out because they all work together pretty well. If Stukov gets a slow, then Zarya Garrosh can follow up super easily. If Zarya Garrosh gets a throw, then Stukov can follow up on that easily as well.
Okay. As far as communication with each other,
yes.
Yeah, nothing.
Mostly it's just like Robert, you definitely need to be listening to Garrosh more when you're communicating shields and stuff.
Okay.
In terms of like communicating the rotations, like rotations this game have been like wonky, but in terms of communicating like where you want it to go, it's mostly just been like, hey, somebody needs to go top. And then you guys kind of like stagger around mid for like 5 seconds while they're just sieging top, and you're just like, oh, okay, now we're going because somebody's started to go.
Okay.
So I'd suggest like be more urgent in your rotations when you have to make them, especially when you see like that many people just doing something for free to your fort. Like someone should definitely like there's a couple options here. Like whoever is making the shot call to rotate or just do that as a team just needs to be more urgent with their shot calling, and then the team will be more decisive as a whole, because it feels like you guys are kind of like flailing around a little bit in terms of like trying to make plays or looking at things happening in front of you. Because like when a fight breaks out, it's just mostly kind of random, aside from like the Garrosh maybe just like going in and getting a throw. And then just from there, it just becomes like total chaos. I'm not sure if I even heard like much target calling in this game. So like that's also another problem. And then Styx is also like super silent with some of the like plays he's making as well. Well, it's not really plays, like he's dealing damage. Although there was another instance around mid lane where he was like so far into their team when you guys are getting a pick.
You mean as far as like who he's damaging, you mean? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Well,
or just the fact that he's still damaging?
Yeah, no, he's got a habit of like doing his own thing in team fights.
It happens when you're playing Cassian. You want to like be a hyper carry that can 1v5 everybody in the world. But that being said, the other thing that's also just like a prominent thing, I suppose, like rotations, target calling. Like again, if you don't hear like what's really like going on or what's like clear to you, just like put more emphasis. Remind your team that, you know, we just gotta like make the call. You know, just go top. It's like, oh, there's top, go top. Or If they're too far from top and it's already going to fall, just think about how to recuperate from that and maybe push a lane or just soak or just safe soak whatever's left from there, whatever, But just be more decisive in what you're going to do. Because this team, like, they made the right play. And, well, they didn't really make the right play per se this game. Like, they made a play that relied on you guys not responding properly because you don't need 5 bodies on the objective. So, like, just reminding yourselves, like, hey, we just need one on the objective and then everyone else can just go. Like, at least somebody on this team should be, like, saying that or reminding people of it. Because if no one's saying it, then you're just going to go off of, like, oh, maybe I'm on the same page as everyone else, but we're all silent about it, so I don't really know. And I'll just wait for somebody to make a move, and then I'll just follow up on that. Like, everyone's their own individual player. Everyone has their own individual thoughts and what they think should be happening at this moment. Like, don't be afraid to speak up if you think, hey, we need to make a call right now, or we have to, like, do something. Because even if it's, like, a discussion about, like, oh, I don't think this is the right call, or this is the call, like, you'll get more experience as the game goes on, and you'll be able to adapt, hopefully, over time. But, like, the more you actually, like, figure out what to do, then the less you honestly just have to think about making calls and everything else in the first place.
Okay.
Damn, that was a long tirade. All right, we can play whenever.
Okay. 2 top, 1 bot. Are they on our camp? I don't know.
No.
No, they're not.
I'm rotating mid to
Oh,
get,
yeah.
or maybe I should roll bottom. I'm rolling bottom. Someone get mid.
Protected.
Yeah, I'll get mid soak.
I'll work on camp. Get something. Just
Oh, wait, top.
Unstoppable
So
13.
we're gonna have to jump on the
Joe,
objective.
oh, he jumped out.
On my way mid.
All right, Joe's jump thing is down.
All right, we should get on the objective
Joe
before
went
they get
falling
16.
sword this
All right, I'm
game.
rotating up right now.
Dude, we're
Gosh.
2 levels away. Like, might even be it.
We're rotating bot, guys.
I see Kingo. I'm coming, Kingo.
Oh yeah, not sure how this happened, but like, can you like rewind like 5 seconds? Just like press left arrow key or something.
Left arrow key. Okay, let me try. That didn't work.
I think you have to do it when it's playing.
Okay.
Right now.
Dude, we're 2 levels
There we
away.
go. Okay.
Like,
Blaze's
Maybe,
positioning on
yeah.
the map.
We're rotating bot, guys.
I see
yeah.
Kingo.
Before you rotate to where you see an enemy in lane and you don't see anybody on the map, remember to scout ahead in the bushes because you don't know what type of like stupid play they're going to make.
yeah.
So yeah, you bunker. You probably still die here, honestly, but like, yeah, you can play.
Okay.
Go. No, not enough.
Unfortunately, and then everyone else can live here because you don't have to make the
I'm
same
still stuck
mistake,
bottom.
right?
Okay. You're not. Oh, okay.
What? Say something, Silver.
No. You should rotate up. They're coming down.
Okay,
Rex are. Oh, they're invading. They're invading.
They're on our camp. Yeah.
Yeah,
They are
let them have it.
invading.
Let them have it. Don't sacrifice.
Yeah,
stuff
you
for it.
can't really like, do
Nothing,
too much.
10.
Actually, there is one
Gotta
thing
get
you could do,
We could be
Yeah,
taking
one
the
which
hard right
is
now.
potentially
We can
use
take
Zarya
them
Garrosh to
again.
throw him over
No.
onto your bottom fort. But that's just a
Okay,
hypothetical.
they're rotating up to Cassia.
Okay, someone
So,
get
yeah.
bottom. Should I say bottom? Crap. Did you hear that, Silver?
No, one more time, please.
Yeah, the other thing you could do, which is a little risky in a 5v4, is, well, if it was like on even terms, then you could definitely abuse the Zarya Garrosh speed here to just like pick one of them off pretty fast because they think they have like a nice advantage in this numbers game. But if like Garrosh just like runs up to them, picks them off, and then you just follow up with a silence again, that just kills people.
Okay.
That aside, yeah, we can just play whenever.
Crap.
I'm gonna go. We have to go up. We have to go onto the
Yeah.
objective.
You just put
Take a
one
fight.
person. Just put one person on it.
Anyone
'Cause they're
check
not
the
gonna
support camp?
like.
Yeah,
They might try to push.
They're
it
on
bottom.
mid. They're on mid.
Let's check. They're not on camp
not
yet.
there. One
They got
top,
2
one
turrets
mid.
up.
Yep, one top.
They might be
Yeah.
here.
All
Care.
right, fine. Let's go. Fine. Let's go fight over the.
Blaze on its way mid, good.
Center.
yeah.
Got it.
So they're there. They are.
Oh
on
yeah,
there
they're
right
here. They're here.
All right, I'm here
So
too.
you stun. Taunt.
Okay.
Killer.
Pause. Pause. Okay. Panda, you gotta save your silence for those throws. If it's not a slow, whatever. I mean, slow would be really nice and optimal, but at least have the silence for that, in case. because that would have been a kill, like generally faster.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. She's still dead here. She's probably dead either way. But like, yeah, just save your silence for the Garrosh though. You're putting it onto the like, not even the point or like just in the middle of like where they're walking in. But that's not going to do anything when you're trying to like play for a pick. You know, like that's your win condition. You guys are playing for picks. You have the perfect comp to get people into a bad spot and kill them, regardless of how long it takes. Yeah. Again, so just be more. Don't be as trigger happy with your silence. Just really like try to save it for either when you know the enemy's going to be fighting over a point, like, oh, you know, early game they're on point and you want to silence them while they're trying to cap it, or even more so just for the pick here, because getting the kill matters more than just poking them for like 100 damage. Okay, we can play.
It's done.
Sonya. There it is.
She dies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bunkers out if you need
Bunkers
it.
out.
Okay.
There's two
Let me
turrets in
in.
the back. Two turrets in the back. Two turrets in the back.
Okay, I see Ming over here. All right.
I sound
Shield on Kingle. Shield on Kingle.
I'm getting so
All
hard in the
right.
back.
Gonna heal myself. Gonna get the objective. Both of their
Big,
things are down.
big,
Good,
big,
good,
big,
good,
big.
good, good. I'm going back to point. Going back to point.
Yeah.
Tapping. Tapping.
Double kill.
Oh,
And then you
Ooh,
Just
that
gonna
sticks.
soak
That
in.
sticks for you.
Well, Blaze double
I don't
shots,
even
and then everyone else
I was
just
actually
pushes
waiting
top.
for him to auto
We
attack
get,
me.
Yeah.
we get three of you
This looks
guys
like what's
to
happening
go
right
invade.
now.
Okay, let's go.
Also,
I'll cover
invading
this
here, don't ever invade on this
Yeah.
map.
At least you don't have to invade.
Just-
Just make sure they're not getting it for free.
At least don't invade the siege. You see how
No one's
how
there.
close that is to both of their forts. It's really just not a good idea.
I can
You
check
guys
this
should
again for you.
just like
They're
at
bottom,
least get
they're
their
bottom, they're
foul
bottom.
on
down
top.
here with me.
Because
We
that's
can
going
get
to
it.
do a whole lot more
Can
than
we
just
get- no,
denying
no,
them.
No, no,
Let's
no,
do that, let's do
no,
that,
no. Back up,
let's
back
do
up, back up.
Hopefully
Okay.
you guys heard that. But
Yeah.
So you said
Yeah.
it's not worth engaging. You said because the map is so small.
no. Don't invade enemy siege camp. It's right between their forts, and there's a wall separating you guys from escaping safely. It's a bad camp to invade unless you have absolute control over that map.
Okay. And then I think what
Instead,
I think what
yeah.
Kingle said, just don't let him take it for free. But I mean, should we have even done that? Like, we should have just not even been there, right?
You should not have been there. Who cares if they take the siege camp? You guys just clear it in lane while you
Yeah.
guys already took their fountain and some of their fort. Like that's
Yeah.
more than just a siege camp.
No,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay, that makes sense. Go and
It's
play.
more so just like a bonus. Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
push
you
top,
wanna-
push top.
Do you want to wait here for Sonya?
We don't really have any hard CC for her.
Yeah.
Besides you.
Yeah,
I
but you
guess.
Ming
guys
is-
just like do
they're
that.
bottom
They're all
getting
pushing
the-
bot right
Push top
now.
keep. Push you two.
Yep.
Push top keep.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going right now.
Zarya Garrosh in there.
We'll defend.
Romer
Dragon
should be in
Yeah,
there
right
right
now.
You
now.
get fucked. You guys just go like push
There you
push the fort.
Already here.
Oh, you're dead. Never mind.
Yeah.
We can't push anymore.
They're gonna get bottom out of it.
Yeah.
Looks like.
There's
Yeah,
nothing.
but-
There's nothing
Trade,
we
we'll
can
trade.
do.
Okay.
Yeah, we win this trade though because we have a protector.
They might be going for our keep though. What should we do?
Keep pushing. We win this trade. We're gonna go to the core. if we
Right.
do
So in the sense of like what's happening right now,
Okay.
you guys don't see it yet, but they do still commit to that bot lane push. If you guys did have like 3 people still down there defending, honestly that would have been like perfectly fine in terms of like just having a split decision on the map, just having protector top and then like 3 people bot lane to defend your keep so that you guys still get progress on their keep, because what's Johanna gonna do? Right. In terms of like what Panda and Styx do in terms of actual siege here, the most Panda does is maybe keep Cassia alive and like maybe slap something, but then he's in melee range for whenever they fight back. So that's not really an option. And then Cassia is throwing a Q that deals like a couple hundred damage when the protector just deals that with like every single auto attack but more. So the actual like siege that Cassia provides here is minimal compared to what you could be defending bot lane.
That's very good to know.
Okay. So essentially, when we lost,
Also, Blaze dies here, which is not optimal. Yeah, again, just try not to go into the middle of their team alone.
was the play wrong then? Like once he died, should we still have done 2-man defend or not even?
You could still defend that, honestly, because, I mean, even though they don't have the Johanna, it's just mostly like as long as Cassie and Stukov are providing like some type of like and like counter siege or counter poke, so that they don't just get to like burn everything on the walls and keeps for free, then at the very least they'll focus some of their attention to just like killing the Cassia and Stukov. Of which, like, why are you diving at Cassie and Stukov behind a keep? Like, that's kind of like not healthy for you. That, and if they do dive onto the Cassia, then Stukov can just shove them off. So, like, that's 2 of their frontline stuns. I mean, at least one of them is just like shoved off to the side, and you don't have to worry about it. So you guys do have to peel, and you have to counter dive to make it so that they don't get to push the keep. At least not for free. So yeah, just even if Blaze is dead, just still like send 2 bot. I mean, right now you don't see them bot, but the moment you do see them committing, then you 2 just back, and then Protector just keeps pushing. You can play.
Okay.
Oh, missed.
Yeah, it looks like we're racing.
You see them here, and Cassius Stukov should just immediately go up into a bush and then back, and then just defend bot lane.
40 seconds.
They're still like hanging around a little bit though.
She's slow.
And then they get to push bot for a while. Yeah, Misha's dead. They didn't even have many minions for that before.
We have 25
like
seconds.
Again, this isn't really a race because how are you going to get a core with like an almost dead Protector and like?
Oh shit! Okay, I'm going then.
Speaking, not
we have 15 seconds.
When they're
we're not going to get the core. Well, you guys back, and we're not going to get the core.
Yeah,
at least somebody has the voice of reason here.
We could take mid.
Not
5 seconds.
Not with
not. Sonya leaps back in.
But get a little push on it.
How'd you get low in the
With that
first
big
place?
wave,
Actually, gosh, you just respawned.
What happened?
Blaze is almost dead bot lane. Like, there's nothing really to gain here by chasing them. I saw that Blaze tried to charge into the Sonya, and then by the time you charged in, you were already like super low. And I'm just like, what's happening? You know, you're just catching up on the soak. That's it.
I think
they're backing up.
I think from what I remember, what Kingo was saying was I think Sonya was trying to back and he was trying to like stop her, but I think he didn't.
No, he was
do that from range.
Yeah, he was trying to stop the back. That was all. He went a little deep, trying to stop everyone from hurting.
Yeah, just
because we thought we might have had it.
Just put like a Q or WQ on them, and then they're just like annoyed, and then you're just like, I don't know, 10 meters away from them. No risk. Same result. But yeah, by this point in time, yeah, so there's still like 2 or 3 people down at bot lane. So realistically speaking, well, Blaze dies here. So the moment Blaze dies, you could get some damage on mid fort, but then that would put you at risk of getting ganked by their entire team. So ideally, it's just like everyone should just like back off. I'm not sure if support camp is up. Can you play?
Yep.
Yeah, get a little push on it.
A little push.
Sonya Rexstar still bottom. Sonya Rexstar still bottom.
They have like 3 guys bottom still.
Yep.
Okay, let's take this.
Yeah, they're missing. At least Johanna's still top, so you guys do have a little bit of freedom here.
But
definitely like start backing off a little bit.
We're out.
Upwards. Yep.
Got mid fort.
Nice.
They're on our camp.
And, yeah, go.
I'm gonna try and catch them.
They're split at bot turret, so it's 4v3.
Go ahead.
What? Yeah, they were split at bot turret. Johanna was seen top. Li Ming was mid, and still behind that fountain over there. So ideally, this is like a free pick for Garrosh. And then Panda pushes here. Thought process?
I saw that he missed the Malfurion, so I pushed him against the wall to stun him, keep him in place at least.
So how do you miss a Malfurion?
I didn't.
He didn't?
No, I threw, and you pushed right after I threw.
Yeah. Like, the only thing Garrosh can miss is mistiming his unstoppable and getting the edge of his Q. Otherwise, when they're in melee range, just let Garrosh do his thing. Don't push them, especially when you're trying to look for a pick. Like, it does more harm than good. Again, like, when Garrosh is looking for a pick, you shouldn't have your finger on R in general, unless it's to, like, prevent Johanna or Misha from, like, getting some of the attention. Then you can R them. But once Garrosh is looking for a pick, again, have your finger ready on W for at least a good slow, and then you can get the silence because you landed the W slow, and they're going to be in it for a while. And then if you took the other 13, then you would have had a root for 2 seconds. So, easy kills. That's much more effective than whatever shove does. Just much more effective. But yeah, we can play here.
Yeah, I'll go back to. I don't know if I'll see it on my screen, but
All right, we're out. We're out. Yeah, got me in for it.
They're on our camp.
I'm gonna try and catch him. No.
Yeah, Li Ming is behind.
Shit!
here. Oh damn it!
In the back. I have no throw. I have no throw. Sonya.
And then you
Sonya's
can
right
still
here.
kill the Zarya here.
Sonya. Sonya.
I've got crap damage.
Turret.
Spread. You have heal silver.
Heal, yeah.
Heals down.
Silence is out.
Their silence is out too. Trying to. All right. Okay.
4 seconds on heal.
Ming.
Or-
No. Okay.
Shield on you,
Still
Silver.
lives.
Shield on you.
I'm out. We lost our main damage. I'm out.
Yep.
But yeah, that team fight pause.
Okay.
Yeah, that was entirely Styx just having tunnel vision on their backline, just trying to chase the Malfurion. That wasn't caught in the first place. 2 things could happen here. Either Garrosh, Silver, you could have used your Unstoppable to get past the root and still utilize the full move speed of that Zarya shield to still get the Malfurion and taunt him. Otherwise, once that happens, going onto Sonya, not a bad play. Getting the graph, not a bad play. I'm not sure if Stukov followed up on it, though. Can we rewind to like when Sonya was caught?
Okay. I don't know if he had his cooldown, but I'm not sure. Let me see.
Who knows?
Ming.
Pretty sure it was
No, okay.
Shield on you, Silver.
Yeah, just
Shield
back
on you.
more.
Back more.
Turret.
Spread.
Okay.
You have
Right.
heal silver.
Heal, yeah.
Heals down.
Silence is out.
Back,
Their silence is out.
Back more bear.
Back more. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I've got crap
Before.
Try and catch him.
Yeah, Li Ming is behind.
Alright, right around here. Okay.
here. Oh damn it!
In the back.
Right,
I have no throw. I have no throw.
And then-
Sonya's
They
right
don't
here.
have a healer.
Sonya.
I'm on her. I've got crap damage.
Okay, yeah, there's not like much damage really.
You have
going
heal
on
silver.
Heal,
there.
yeah.
And then
Silence
now the
is out.
silence comes out. I'm not sure if it was on cooldown,
Their
but it
silence
shouldn't have
out
been
too.
used earlier anyways.
Trying to. All right. Okay.
4
But you
seconds
saw
on
that
heal
Styx
silver.
like focusing the Malfurion. Right there, like, yeah, Styx definitely needs to just like get that casting mentality out of his head and like focus, at least like see where his teammates are, because like going onto the enemy backline like that, there's a time and place for that. But when the time and place is, we need to get a pick on somebody who's literally in the middle of our team versus just making plays because they're focused on something else, then again, yeah.
Yeah, I think
But-
he successfully pushed 3 of them off, but
They
then
were
we
running
didn't kill
away
anything.
in the first place, though.
yeah, but we didn't get a kill regardless. So
Yeah. Like, if they had Blessed Shield, like, they could have just blessed Styx, Malfurion rooted, Twilight Dream, and then Li Ming uses her whole entire combo on Cassia, and she's gone. That could have just happened, and then Styx would be dead much sooner, and then this fight would have gone AWOL so much harder.
Very true.
But it is Falling Sword here, so
I need to get the mentality out of my head of like trying to make a play with certain things and just follow.
Yeah,
it.
like again, your play as Stukov is just literally getting a slow onto somebody, and then you can follow that up with a silence or auto attacks or whatever have you not.
Mhm.
And saving your shove, again, generally is literally only shove Johanna or Misha when they are not the kill target. And by not the kill target, I mean they're not the ones that are initially getting focused and they're kind of coming in from the side, or they just exist and they're full health. And then shoving them away by then is also a good idea.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay, we can play.
Okay.
Ming. No, okay.
Shield on you, Silver. Shield on you.
But yeah, if this
I'm out. We lost our main damage. I'm out.
like a little sooner,
Yep.
please. Just a little bit
Good,
sooner.
good chuck on Silver.
Oh man.
Then she can
That's good shot.
Here we go. Still in this. Bear, you got a shield? No shield.
But
Yeah,
you guys
I
should
do.
just
You
be
guys
like
have
You're low,
engaged
dude,
for
you're
the
low.
most part.
Hold on.
We even
Man,
still,
don't worry about
still
them
not
getting
fine if we
support
get
camp.
some in the end. Dude, you
Yeah,
can even do
they're
it on
so-
the floor, man. Like, just let's just get some XP.
Yep.
They're on the okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
leave
we're
it, leave it, leave
giving
it,
up.
leave it.
No, we're giving this dude. Yeah, we're not
No,
fighting.
I wasn't going to that. I wasn't going to that. All right.
Run, run, run.
Boards out.
Okay, I'm soaking. Don't die.
Okay. Soaking, don't
Okay,
die. Okay, heard it.
Silver, can you tank? Can you anchor?
Bear can anchor. All right.
Oh,
Yes,
I guess
okay.
he's already there. That's fine. Whoever.
Okay, they're probably on their camp right now too.
All right. Good. I got mid.
Soaking top right now.
Defending the camp is like
Watch
Okay,
out for
just
this.
because you guys
yeah,
are
they're
behind
gonna
next
post
being
mid. We
needed.
might give, huh?
Oh yeah, by the time the level 20s, yeah, if you need to give the fort, you probably should give the fort. Again, it's like it's pretty greedy for Styx to just like look up in the first place because right now, in terms of things that can kill him, assuming everything's not on cooldown, Rexar, Unleash the Boars, Roots, Cassia, and everyone else here. Sonya has Leap. She can just level 20 the Cassia right here and they get a kill for free. Because you guys are not going to fight back under this. And if Joe took Falling Sword or Blessed Shield and get the level 20 upgrade, she doesn't even have to hit Cassia. She just needs to hit the fort and it hits Cassia. And she's dead. But at least should be because there's a whole bunch of follow-up for that. So yeah, you can play.
Okay.
Yeah, you give. We give.
Back up 6. Back up.
Poke on the poke.
Sticks of what to do.
Yeah, just put a big silence, clear the wave, do what we can.
Yeah.
Don't give it to them for free.
Okay, I guess they're getting their.
By the
camp
time they're level
now.
20, they're
Yeah,
100% going to look for a fight. So going
They
like
let us get 20.
outside of your forts is a
We're
very
good. They
dangerous
let us get
idea.
20. We're good.
I'm going with you, Silver. I'm going with. Wait, what'd you say, Z? I couldn't hear.
So by the time they hit level 20, you guys are still level 19 and catching Soak. What they want to do, ideally speaking, is look for picks when they have the power advantage. So right now, where Kingo is right now, dangerous spot, don't be there.
Yeah, I should have been dead like 30 seconds ago. Bottom line.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you were, but
They
like,
took their. I mean, when they took their bottom camp, like I was free. I'm just looking at this mini map now. They could have easily snuck around and got me.
yeah. But aside from that, play top. I mean, they did kind of like make a move like down to bot lane for a bit, so going there is still like kind of dangerous. I mean, just because we don't have vision of them, you know. Otherwise, yeah, just respect that level 20 advantage. We can play.
With you, Silver.
I'm rotating
Sure.
top, just walking up to grab the soak. That's all. Gonna throw the catapult.
All right.
Back up.
Yep, we're outie.
Okay, they're all crashing top. It looks like.
They're going top. They're going top.
Okay, we're 20.
Yeah. I'm on the other side of the map.
I got silence on my.
Oh yeah,
ultimate.
gravity kills is a
Good.
pretty
Kingo,
good
can you get
upgrade
here to
for
us or no?
gravity on
Yeah.
Surge.
Yeah, we need a 6. Get on your mount or something.
It's instant. It's good.
Oh, good
Bear?
point. Yep.
Bear.
We could crash on them.
Bear.
Yeah.
Come
Good, but
With
it
you.
is
Are you ready?
45.
Yes.
Shield.
Silence.
Taunt.
So
Okay.
yeah, keep pause here. Pause.
Yeah.
So in this instance, going for a throw is fine. You could have also just like raw taunted them. That's your other option.
What does that mean, raw taunt?
Just literally walk up to their face and taunt them.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. That is what raw taunt is. Basically, for Garrosh, you just have two options for getting somebody. You either throw them, or you taunt them. In that case, you could have taunted, which is fine. But because you threw, it was a little bit of an awkward throw because you didn't actually get the Q stun, and then your team wasn't able to like follow up on it in time. But that's just a matter of just like getting that practice done and having everyone actually like be prepared in the first place to follow up on a Garrosh throw. Because like that was a good Garrosh throw, but like the follow up because like they just walked out of it for free. So yeah.
Did you hear that,
Alright, we
Silver? Did you hear that, Silver? I wonder if he stepped away.
He said he had to do laundry real fast.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Either way, it's fine.
Okay.
We can play.
Okay.
Get in the Joe. Let's get in this Joe.
Jojo. His shield's down, shield's down.
Danger.
The turret.
Wait, how'd you get up there in the first place?
Dude, I don't even know. Like I remember that fight. I lost track of myself, and I think what happened is I got binged with the Ming thing, and I thought I was with the group when I wasn't. And then I was like, "What the heck?" Because I wasn't even I wasn't even looking at myself when you, because I was like, where the heck was that? I had to hit spacebar. I was
It's
like,
like,
oh
yeah.
crap. But
If Silver's back, by the way.
you're back, Silver.
Yeah, what did I miss?
Okay,
Sorry.
he wanted to talk about the. Well, we'll play that back. Hold on.
Yeah, we can just play and then
Oh, okay.
rewind.
Bear.
Yeah.
Come with me.
I'm with you.
Perfect.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
So yeah,
Shield.
pause when like he walks or throws
Silence.
them.
Okay.
So throwing right here is nice.
Okay.
So in terms of what should have happened here, I think this is such a weird conundrum because like ideally you guys have not taunted for a run or for like a shield run yet. So it's mainly just been shield and to throw them into you guys. So in this instance, what you're doing isn't necessarily wrong. It's just like, just again, try to communicate like what one of two options you want to do first, right? Which is, do you want to throw them into your team or do you want to taunt them because you're like going at 50 miles an hour into their face and you're right next to them for a taunt?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
So probably
That was
taunt.
kind of what I was thinking with the silence, because I thought he was going to go in and taunt, not throw.
Yeah, but from your perspective, Panda,
Mhm.
Garrosh has not done a single run-up taunt this game. So
That's true.
ideally, you should just be waiting for that toss instead, unless Garrosh says otherwise.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
If
think
it
that's
was,
what my mentality was going a lot was I'll taunt, and I didn't really pick up on the fact that he wasn't going to taunt, that he was going to throw. So that was slow on my part too.
and then the other thing is Robert. You're in a similar spot as Panda right now. Panda's at least like a little fast to react, even though he reacted in the wrong way. But yeah, just like throwing out your bubble, like the moment you see Garrosh, just like next to a couple people before he throws them, just lay down a Graviton Surge for Garrosh to throw them into, and then that's effectively a 4-second silence root zone where they can't move out of it.
That's interesting. I never thought about that working that way, but that makes a lot of sense.
Like you pick Graviton, that's another way to use it. You're basically another Stukov, and if Stukov just like overlaps with it, then you just have more damage for it, you know?
Okay. That makes sense.
But yeah, that being said, yeah, just for the game plan, you have two options aside from that. Just you already shielded Garrosh, so right now your job is poke them, put a shield on yourself in case you're pressured, and your ult. You have two options with your ult. Again, like I said, you either ult the team on the camp side where they're all like up on the north of the screen, but they're pretty mobile, so they'll probably walk out of it. Or you put it within your team, ideally where Garrosh is going to throw it into you guys. And then that would make more sense because you know for a fact that he's going to throw them into your team. So then it's essentially a guaranteed silence zone.
Got it. And really the only way we're going to pull that off with maximum efficiency is we have to like talk about it or what at least have an idea of what's going to happen, right?
Well, basically having that idea is optimal, but it's really just like knowing how to play with your team, or not even with your team, just like pretending your team doesn't exist for a second and just know that you have a Garrosh and you're the Zarya. What you could do is that once Garrosh gets a double throw from 20 and he just runs into them and throws them, you'll be able to follow that up with a nice Graviton ult.
Cool.
And the same goes for Panda on this as well. Just like, even if there wasn't like communication, just kind of assume that, hey, you know, he's going to go for the throw toss unless he said so otherwise, and just be ready to follow up on that when you need to.
Okay. I think I did do it, but it might have been too late.
It might have been a bit late, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna it's gonna happen here, I think.
Yeah.
But
You did it reactively after they got like tossed in, which is okay, that's fine. Like assuming like Garrosh could have gotten like the mid-air taunt, which is a combo that does exist.
Oh.
But that being said, don't rely on that because you're not gonna see that pulled off anytime soon in Div 3 game. Yeah, just don't think too reactively to these situations. Just know that your job is just landing the ultimate somehow. And with Garrosh, that makes it a lot more simple and straightforward, and you know what you gotta do without thinking too much.
Okay.
You know,
That
just
makes sense.
yeah.
I
Alright,
think
we can play.
Silver lost their net, by the way.
Oh yeah. We can play and just like cover what happens in the fight aside from this.
Okay. I'll play now.
Yep.
Taunt.
Yeah, missed the Q.
Okay.
And then they're getting the pick. And
Damn,
then
the
you're
Jojo skin
over
is
there.
Jojo.
I actually don't know.
Shield
Can
down,
we
shield
rewind a
down,
little
shield.
bit?
What was that?
Can you rewind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I think with my push, I saw that the wall was going down. I thought I might be able to push him into the fort and get him out that way.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it
no,
didn't
that's a
work.
very narrow corridor.
Yeah. I probably should have tried it, but that's what my mind was going for, I think.
Nah, it's all right. I
Alright.
mean, if you have this Stukov 20, then just pushing Johanna away in general is just like nice because it applies a huge slim on them at the end of it. So that's another option you have.
All right, I'll go play and then go back.
Yeah,
Silence.
you can. Yeah,
That's good.
Oh,
go
okay.
forward.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh,
Oh, we could
yeah.
crash on them.
Bear.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Come with me.
with you.
Keep an eye on
Ready,
your
ready?
character.
Yes.
Shield.
Yeah, so shield
Silence.
and
Taunt.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, you got what you
Get him,
got
Joe.
back by actually. Oh, the wave of force.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Wave of
happened.
force. But yeah, I still think you were still like too far ahead in general in terms of like positioning yourself north.
Okay.
Because like again, you're not a frontliner as Zarya. You're just kind of like pretend you're Mage Deathwing.
Okay.
Like you have the option to zone and deal damage, but and if someone's in your face, then yeah, you can hit them. But ideally, you don't want to be in their face. Otherwise, they'll just hit you a lot.
Yeah, I think the thing that throws me off with Zarya, and I'm not great with her obviously either, but I think it's just because my range is so short. I'm like trying to think I need to at least be in range to do damage. And that was a weird interaction because I think in my head, I was too far because I thought I was behind Garrosh, and then I ended up getting blew back because I was too far forward, and then I couldn't find myself. But anyways,
Yeah, we can play.
okay.
Let's get this Joe.
Jojo. His shields down. Shields down.
The turret.
Bunker if
we
you
don't have
need
enough.
Oh
it.
yeah, by the time this fight
Yeah,
ends
we're-
out,
yeah,
everyone
we're
should just
lovely
back
right now.
off. In the meantime,
We were blocked by
Bad.
Joe.
Sticks
No,
still
we're
alive.
anti-synergy. We're
Don't
anti-synergy
go back
here. All right, here we go.
How?
If that Li Ming was smart, she could have just.
me and
propulsion
Panda are
sticks
fucking
into
shit
your
up.
team.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, I got a heal.
Yeah, heal if you got to heal.
Welcome back.
Back up
Silver.
if you got to back up.
All right, boys. That's it for
See
me tonight.
that push from Panda. That's what ideally you want to go for.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
I got like 35
Yeah.
seconds.
Like you know that
Alright.
Misha is trying to position for a stun, so yeah, just push whoever is like going into your face and is not the kill target, and just make it so that they're not like contributing to the fight at all, because that's basically like putting them on a temporary stasis, like they don't exist. That's another reason why Stukov is good, actually.
Does Silver have to leave?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, rip.
Oh, here to go.
Hi, Silver.
Bummer.
Oh. But yeah, that aside, yeah, by this 20, just respect the fact that like Li Ming has repulsion and they still have like a decent amount of tools to kill people off cooldown with like a little bit of CC. Mainly just like looking at sticks, but Kingle and Robert is dead. Yeah, just be careful with that repulsion because that knocks you a far distance. We can play.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Yeah, we're just trying to. Okay, he's
Well, they're
jumping in.
engaging,
Jumping
go
in.
for it.
Cut.
Hit her as hard as you can. Hit her as hard as you can.
Okay, stun. No. Taunt. Heal. No. Nah.
Yeah.
Shit. Too deep. Fuck. Kill on the bear. Nice.
All right, push the
Sorry.
rigor.
Sonya's down. Run. Alright.
Yep. And level 20
All
value.
right, so I don't. What do you say? Anti-synergy.
Yeah, in a
That doesn't help
nutshell.
me.
He's pushing shit that I'm trying to toss and taunt and stuff.
Got it.
So we have a little bit of anti-synergy here going on. That's all.
Yeah.
I feel like
push
the
my ball,
pushing
like,
stuff thing this game only happened like realistically once, as far as I've seen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was literally just like I think Panda just needed to like get the WE follow-ups on the throws more often, and that would have like solved a lot of things this game. In terms of just like having that dissonance between the tank initiating and the healer or backline just following up on that. Yeah. That aside, I mean, Six definitely needs to like communicate a lot more because in the middle of fights, he definitely just like zones out and he's not saying what he wants to like do or what intent he has at the time. And I guess like Robert, you're probably still unfamiliar to Zarya, so I can't really like put
That's
too much
fair.
pressure on you.
No, it's fine.
And she
Like
is
the
an awkward
pressure's
hero.
does the pressure's fine. Like
Yeah.
I think the thing is, and I'm thinking about it. I don't know, Kingle, what your thoughts are on this, but I'm kind of wondering, even though my output is less on Cassia, like I don't know, do I focus targets better when needed or not really? Am I just worse off on the?
Can you repeat the question, Bear?
Yeah, if I'm, let's say like I was Cassia and he was on Zarya, would that work better? The thing is that I
I
know
think,
my output normally isn't the same, but I mean, I think
yeah, I don't think we would run you on the Cassia just because I don't know if it's there yet, but we could run we could run you with the Chromie or the Jaina. It might be better. Just I don't know. Like our original plan was to get you on some
reps
like
for.
low micro utility heroes
Mhm,
and Deathwing, right?
mhm.
Because the numbers like this, the raw stats don't have to be there without the raw
You
stats
just
don't have to be
basically
without
need to
getting your
follow up
value.
and put your stuff in the right place, and then that's pretty much it for the most part.
But also, like I'm playing Blaze here. If we were like I probably just lock the Urel or Malthael, right? If this were league play, so we get I'm able to help on the damage end that way.
I feel like Mouth Hero who again?
Urel or Malthael?
A little bit of yes and no. It's kind of weird because like with the Urel, they do have like a decent amount of interrupts for your engage, and that can be dangerous.
That's true.
In terms of having the follow up though with the Malthael, like you guys don't really have a finisher, so I can actually see the Malthael working out pretty well for you guys, as long as you're not just like going into the middle of their team and like pretending you're a bruiser in the front of like a blow up comp.
Oh, we take if they don't insta ban Malthael against me, we take it every time.
Yeah,
like, that's sort of
every
like,
time
play
is
games.
like a little generous, I suppose. Like Malthael is good, but he's not like always good just because like sometimes Silver's gonna have like a lot of pressure if he's playing like a tank and he doesn't want to be like the only front line or the zoner perhaps. And Blaze offers like quite a bit to that as well. Like what Blaze doesn't have in terms of threat, he just has in like so much in utility and just having that tank pressure as well, just because hey, he exists, he's not gonna kill us, but he's definitely gonna help kill us. That's for sure.
And I guess if fulfilling that, I think that was kind of why we ended up going Blaze, because we needed wave clear too. I think we are kind of lacking with what we had.
Malthael was good on wave clear too, but like Blaze just definitely like alleviates some of the pressure. And if it were me, I would have still tried to go for the fun build, which is Endurance Stim Pack plus Meltdown at 1 and 4. They did buff that talent recently, so
Endurance. Wait, what's Endurance Impact do?
the shield.
Oh,
Quite funny.
I never take. I never know when to take it. I mean, I guess if you're main tank and you don't need.
Nah, it's not when you main tank.
No?
It's basically like you take Endurance Stim Pack when the following happens, right? You don't need massive wave clear with attack speed and Incinerator Gauntlets at 1 and 4 if you're playing on like Tomb of the Spider Queen, for instance. Or maybe you're playing for like Double Soak, but you need to follow up against like a Zol or a Hogger. Then you'll probably have to take attack speed in that talent.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're mostly just like stuck to a lane and you need to rotate every now and then the team fights matter more, then that helps quite a bit just because like
Okay.
I mean, not only do you have the shield and the damage reduction from that level 4 talent, now you combine all of that together with the fact that you have self-healing and 40 armor, it makes you almost twice as tanky as before. Like 500, like right now, the shield value after the buffs is 590 at level 1.
I'll play around with it. So, like,
Yeah.
would it be good on Alterac? Not Alterac, Hanamura?
Yeah, it'd be really good on Hanamura.
Okay. I'll play around with that for sure.
Yeah. Like, again, it's just like deceptively tanky. Like, I don't know how to really like say it, but let's just say like we have the shield, right? And that provides you like 590 times 1.4. That's 826 effective health just from the shield. And then we have to take into fact that the enemy wants to put like, damage on you, but because they have meltdown on them, then that's like, they deal 60% damage. So they have to get through, rather than like 590 a 590 health shield by itself, they have to get through effectively a 900 health shield with 40% less damage.
That does sound pretty busted.
It's just mostly like that's the appealing idea. Again, it's
Yeah.
really just like when you don't need the wave clear and you want the team fight, because the cooldown reduction from like Neuro Stim Pack is like one of the reasons why you could like say, hey, Blaze is good for utility, is just because you want to do more in team fights and maybe have like something on the side for like in lane, because you can use Endurance Stim Pack in lane. Like when you're facing like someone that wants to like put aggro on you, like Malphio or Leoric or Sonya, you can just pop Endurance Stim Pack and wave clear and pretend as if they don't exist.
Sure. No, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's the basic application of the two talents. But yeah, aside from that, I guess like Robert and Panda, do you still have any like other questions aside from like, I mean, mostly it's just like Panda, you need to like save your CC for when you need to do it and just recognize that. And Robert, I mean, this game is again like Zarya is awkward for sure to play.
Yeah, I think in this comp, what we currently have, I think really I'm just trying to keep, I guess not really even keep Cassie alive because I'm using the shield for Garrosh, right? So
yeah, you're using your shield for Garrosh, and then later on you can use it to keep anyone else alive.
When I double it up or get that talent that doubles.
Sure, but like initially before a fight starts, then yeah, speed shield him, initial D.
After the initial engage, he means like once the shit goes down.
Yeah, then you can just use it for whatever.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, just like be tuned in because like Zarya's not the only hero where it's gonna be like, hey, I want something from you. So you just have to be like ready for like when you need to like pull the trigger and say, oh, okay, I'm gonna give you this without saying that even. Just like press it and then it's ready to go. Like, oh, I need a D shield, boom. Oh, I need a speed shield, boom. And you will get to the point where eventually you don't even have to communicate that you're giving it or that somebody needs it. Well, actually, no. I mean, you'll definitely get to the point where someone's going to say they need it, but
I'll be able to anticipate better.
Yeah,
with just more
a lot
reps.
better.
Yeah,
and it'll just be like quicker and more instant. I think if you just had like a couple more Zarya games after this, then yeah, it would be like a lot easier to just like ease into that.
Okay.
And prepare for a game. And then for Silver, because you're back, I guess like
I'm just listening.
Yeah, I mean, in general, this game was fine. It's just like, mostly speaking, like who handles like the macro shot calling, or like who's calling for like waves and like map states and like where to rotate? Is like, hey, we should go up here or something.
Me and Silver kind of split the duties.
Right, Silver's early and then you're late. Right.
Yeah, so Silver's like more early game shot calling, and Kingle's like late game shot calling.
Well,
but I think as far as the
way.
macro, I think maybe it's not really his responsibility, but he says it the most. So we never put it like, hey, this is your job to tell us, because we've actually had talks about it before, and we're just trying to all be knowledgeable about it, but isn't really anyone's responsibility right now.
It does take a bit of knowledge to know like whether or not you're making the right call, but again, yeah, this game we definitely had like some early mid game issues in terms of just like knowing who to put someone where and when to rotate. So again, it's just like both Kingle and Silver, doesn't really matter who, just make sure that you're taking care of responsibilities in terms of shot calling where people need to be, and just making sure that the map state is just like in a good spot and you're ready to respond to whatever the enemy does.
Okay.
Got it.
And that mostly just consists of, if you see 4 people top pushing that, get your team up there pronto. Okay? Don't sit around mid for 5 seconds saying like, we should go top. And then stand there for a bit more and then go top. Just do it. You know? Just say it, do it, say it.
Yeah, I did notice in that last game, Kingle, that you were like literally like as Z said it in real time here, you like almost say it like a second after, a half a second after in game. So I think you're just the most aware for sure of
Yeah.
what's going on the map.
Yeah, I mean, at least from my point of view, Kingo's always had better map awareness, especially when I do tank, because I am trying to be aware of where our team is and trying to make sure that we're all kind of wrangled together.
Uh-huh.
And Kingo's been the one that's like, hey, there's 4 people up there. But I do know that Kingo says it. I mean, we're really slow on acknowledging calls and rotating. So
Yeah.
that is a problem.
Well, I'm also like, that's something I'm working on because I spend a lot of my like mental effort trying to out micro the soul laner I'm up against, get us an advantage that way, and out macro. And it's hard to do that and focus on the early game macro, you know? Most of the time I'm trying to get kills, which I mean I know it's like might not be ideal, but
not ideal. Hold on. Who are you gonna get a kill on as Blaze without your team?
He'll manage to do
dude, we
it
got some pretty
against Sonya.
shitty. Yeah, we got some pretty shitty soul laners in Division C, man.
Yeah, we have some bad soul laners, but like, here's the thing, right? So let me just like reel it back for a little bit. Let's assume everyone's on the same skill level as you for a sec. Okay. What comes first isn't killing the enemy. What comes first is doing your responsibilities in terms of soaking and rotating when you need to.
Yeah.
That comes before anything else. If the soul laner is inting and you could possibly kill them, then maybe. But recognize who you're playing as first, who you're playing against, and if you can actually kill them while not slacking on the rotation. Because if you're focusing on killing them, even though it's not going to be like your end goal, and you're paying more attention to, oh shoot, should I be soaking this and that? That's getting in the way of your primary objective. And that is making you think more and making you react slower as a result.
No, you're totally right about that.
But yeah, just like it might sound like kind of weird, especially when you're playing like the solo who should be like doing stuff by themselves. You're protecting half the map realistically, and that other 4 of your team are on the other side of the map, and you're doing whatever you need to when they need it, which is in this case just catching soak and rotating, maybe just get a skirmish, maybe you can get a stun on mid, and then they can follow up with a speed shield from Garrosh, and then they can get a throw because you put a slow down, you put a stun down, and it's an easy pick. That's what you should have been like thinking from the start.
Yeah.
Not, oh, is this Sonya really gonna like let me kill her? I mean, maybe if she goes to turrets and she takes so much aggro from that, sure, but like that realistically not going to happen. Especially if it's like just early game waves are crashing. You know, like no, you're not gonna kill.
So then I
you're
guess
not gonna
just so I understand
Yeah.
that conversation you guys were talking about. So basically, you were just saying.
No, I mean, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No. I'm just saying. I was more speaking generally. I think this game I was just focused on like denying soak.
Well, denying soak is a strong word when you cannot pressure the enemy from soaking.
Well, that's you say that, but like, I think I'm the only soul laner that will freeze a lane in Division C. Like, it's pretty easy, man.
I mean, sure, freezing a lane is nice and dandy, but let's just like go into like the broader side of things, because like freezing a lane is good in 2 scenarios. One, late game when you're down talents and you don't want to give the enemy team any more so because you want it to be on your side of the map instead. In the second situation, when you're in an oppressively unfair winning matchup and the enemy doesn't have the luxury to double soak.
Okay.
And that's when you can freeze a lane.
Wait, so basically when we're kicking their butts so bad, we just freeze the lane so they can't get it?
Yeah. Basically, the only time I ever really had to freeze a lane was when I was playing Imperia's solo lane, like 2 years back, I think, or like 1.5 years back, against the Deathwing, who was in the solo lane. And whenever he stepped up to wave, I would just chunk him, and then he would just run back, and then boom, wave, basically frozen, not pushing it at all. Like otherwise, in every other scenario, it is almost always just purely better to just power clear the wave and go on to the next rotation and maybe help your team somehow by just like clearing more waves in mid lane so they don't have to deal with that pressure, or maybe looking for a fight. Just clearing, like, just helping clear things is just like good because it alleviates pressure from your 4-man to like keep on rotating and putting down wave clear when they don't have it, or maybe they do have it but they're late. So you're basically just helping them by freezing the lane. That's more so just like, well, the thing about freezing a lane is that for the most part, you're kind of like stuck in the same spot for a while. And unless you have this plan to be like, hey, I will freeze this lane because there's nowhere else I really need to be, then okay, yeah, I guess sure. If that's gonna be the better benefit compared to rotating to help your team, if it's on a map like Hanamura, for instance, or Brax's Holdout or something, then yeah, you could freeze it. But like on Hanamura, it's actually a lot more feasible because like the lanes are so like wide and you don't really have much of an inclination to roam to the other lane. Then sure, you can freeze there. Otherwise, everywhere else, it's just almost better to just wave clear and move on. It doesn't matter what the enemy's doing because like the moment you freeze the lane, or like the moment they had to like catch up and soak, and you're already like in the next lane, then you're already winning, like much harder at that point.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Focus on that.
But yeah, aside from that, yeah, I guess that's like not much else to really cover this game aside from, I mean, communication wise, just again, like the target calling did come up a little bit later on in the game. But like when the fights are breaking out, like sure, there's gonna be like a bunch of targets clumped together, but just like calling out like a name of somebody in that clump, like it just helps you secure a pick a lot sooner. Because even though you guys won the first point, there was still like a little bit of like a slow burn on all the targets there, in terms of, oh, they're all like kind of dying, but like one at a time, all at the same time, and they're not like necessarily like getting focused. They're just in the middle of things. Like that would be a time where you could just target call and say, yeah, we can get a pick in this, even though we have multiple people in here. Because what matters is that we get that one person, and then we can snowball off of it, play off the rest.
Yeah, I think I need to pull my screen closer because I can't tell what characters are what sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been already moving my screen closer, dude. I'm a few years ahead of you on that. I think Sarah was the one that mentioned it for me. I'm just like, she's like, are you sure you don't want to move it closer? Because you look like you're slouching and trying to get closer to the screen. I was like, maybe I do. Maybe I need glasses. God damn it.
Yeah.
Glasses would be a good idea if you don't have them, honestly.
Oh, man.
Do you want like do you want a pair of tinted gaming glasses, for instance?
Oh wow, is that a thing?
Oh god.
Oh,
I mean, it's a thing. It is actually a thing.
Oh wow.
It's so cringe. Don't do it.
It is cringe as hell.
I'm gonna make fun of you every day.
Well, just so you guys know, Zenny Optical came out with the gaming line, but it's not tinted, but they have like anti-glare and stuff to help your eyes if you're looking at a screen for long hours.
Yeah. I mean, or that, and you can just install Flex orange light thing, but
yeah.
That aside. Yeah, just do what you gotta do,
Okay.
Yeah.
Your internet's dead, right, Silver?
Oh yeah, I'm just
hanging out. Okay.
Just chilling.
I think.
Dude,
I go ahead,
lost
Silver.
my internet for like, I think 7-8 hours today. I think now.
Well, that sucks.
What's your internet provider?
Spectrum.
In California.
Yep. I wish I could change because everyone says Spectrum is shit, but then when you look at my particular area, Spectrum is the only high-speed internet in the area. So
usually cable does that.
Yeah, dude, it's bullshit.
Oh wait, no, it's Spectrum and AT&T. But Bear, you already know what I had problems with the AT&T people, so I'm not going there.
Yeah. I remember Kingo. Like I remember last week, you mentioned something like you called something in the next game. I actually played that back. I didn't hear you at all, so I was kind of wondering. Like legit, didn't hear anything you said until you got like you were kind of mad that no one was hearing you. So I was wondering if I was wondering if you actually were saying something, number one, or if you were saying something, why you weren't being heard like at all. So, and then then I thought back to Silver's controls, if that actually played through, and like maybe you're saying something, but it didn't do it until you're doing the push to talk. But I don't know if that was working or not.
No. He doesn't know how to do that.
Okay.
Well, he wasn't doing that.
So that
I was trying to set up preference.
Dude, I think I just got to get used to.
Were you just raging? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
Not.
I'll tell you this. Kingle game day is a lot different than Kingle scrim and Kingle practice day.
Oh,
Right.
100%, man. I can't get. I can't. It's like hard for me to get up for these practices sometimes. I'll work on that though. It's not ideal.
It isn't, but I mean, it is a thing, and I do notice sometimes, Kingo, I think you made a call, and your game knowledge probably says you made the call, but you didn't actually make the call verbally.
Like actually say it.
No, I know what you're talking about too. I remember like specifically saying something, and like I just like allowed myself to be interrupted because I'm trying not to be a dick.
No, but that's
the
kind
dick.
of your.
No,
Yeah, that's.
If it's important, then just say it as concisely as possible.
Yeah.
It's like enemy missing, be careful. Even if I do that and like the foreman's just chilling because they're like, okay, why are they gonna go there? I'm just like saying in the first place just to be safe, you know.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really like clutter comms too much because like it's not like there's like a fight going on when they're like just stalemating in the foreman, you know. They're just wave clearing.
Yeah, it just happens every now and then that I'll make a call, Bear will say something, I'm still making the call, and then Panda or somebody else or Sticks will say something, right? Sticks usually comes up with the alternative. Bear normally comes up with what's going on. I'm trying to just get all four of us focused, and then Kingo's like, "You guys are all doing the wrong thing. Do this." Right? But Kingo's like quiet about it and waits till everyone, stops talking, and then passive aggressively says, "This is what you guys should be doing," and then grumbles that we're talking over him.
Dog, I'm trying not to be aggressive.
That's how it goes. That's how it all breaks down.
Yeah, I don't. You are 100% right. Yeah, that is like nail on the head, man. Like
So in terms of what's happening there, like it sounds like you do get interrupted, but to me it feels like the call you're trying to make because you want to get all of it out is probably too damn long if like everyone's like going to be interrupting your paragraph or too long call.
It's like last the call that Bear's talking about.
Huh?
We had, I think we got a pick, and we sent like 4 people to take a camp, and I just wanted one person to catch bottom soak, and we missed a wave. Like it's just like shit like that because everybody was jazzed, man. Everybody was like hyped off a kill and talking.
Oh yeah, then just say like, yo, person, go bot now.
Yeah, and I physically couldn't.
He stopped.
Then physically do it.
Yeah. All right.
That's what I'm telling you.
Well, we can. I mean, we can. I don't want to listen to the whole game because I don't know if we're mentally there, but I do want to hear up to the part where he's talking about. Because I don't even think anything was said when I played it back, and I was like, I don't know why.
We can fast forward a little bit if you want to.
So what we were talking about, I think, was actually the third game, and most of us actually died. There's like me and Bear left, and then
I think it was this game. I think it was this game. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get going here. Go past draft. Okay. Here's their comms here. Yeah, they're invading.
Shit. I'm coming.
Oh yeah, they did kind of like send a couple people up top, which happens, but no biggie.
I'm gonna grab Murden right here. Murden. Oh, never mind.
No,
Finish camp.
It's just zone, man. We just gotta be
I think it was the other game.
I think it was the next
Camp
game.
backing. They got both of the stuff. No, I think it was this one.
Yeah, I know. We're rotating down.
All right, let's get this reset
When
here.
did it happen?
I'll be faster. It's okay.
Maybe play on shrines though. There's Cassia. Cassia's
Tapping
top.
bottom.
Rotating bottom.
First top. So is Red Star.
You want me to go top?
There's 3 here. Yeah.
I'll have port in 5. I'll meet you up there.
Hey, hold top, bottom point, guys. Hold bottom point.
Yeah, we're holding it. We're grabbing it.
I know it was game 3. It was towards the very
All
end.
right, so they're
All right,
going
I got
bot,
bottom.
or they're chasing, actually.
You said it was game 3? Is that what
If
you
you
guys
played on, if I'm picturing something on shrines, if you
Yeah, I
put
watched
Mercury
the
on
game
a
over,
shrine,
man.
yeah, then that's it.
Yeah, I rewatched the game and it was game 3. I remember.
Oh, weird, because I thought the one was this game where there was 2 of us, 3 of us died. We went top, but he said we should have went bottom.
Yeah,
And-
that's game 3.
Really? Okay.
I watched the game like 2 days ago, bud.
Yeah, and I watched it too, but I never watched
So,
game 3. That's why.
Fast forward to when you think it is, Robert.
All
Let's
right,
see
all
if
right.
you're right.
I think it's close-ish. Let's see.
All right, let's fast
Yeah, I
forward
was
to
trying
when
to
I
get
got
the-
slow and murder in.
Core Dead.
Oh, wait,
No,
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 let's
hold
go.
on, hold on. Is it 3? I'm
That's
going to
fine.
throw it on the range.
Six,
they're
Going,
alive.
Going,
Take
4.
Alive.
Going.
I got stunned by his hammer.
One
Dude.
dead, but
Why
no
were
reason
you-
for anyone to die in this
Kira,
stage.
Kira.
Everyone alive.
Okay, maybe I'm not.
Grabbing.
Maybe I watched game 3 without realizing it.
Yeah.
One
me go
dead,
first.
but nothing else happening really.
All right, well, let's go to the one you remember then, Panic, because apparently I don't
Okay,
remember.
I'm going in it right now. I'm trying to figure out what timestamp it's at.
Okay.
I can't find the VOD. I'm looking on your Twitch.
Do you feel like it's mid-game, beginning game?
I feel like it was on the bot. If it's on Infernal Shrines, I feel like it was on the
Well,
bottom objective.
We played Dragonshire in the last one, so we never
Yeah.
played Infernal that day.
Then I don't fucking know what I'm talking about, and I'm an idiot.
Give me a second. I'm looking for it right now. I'll tell you the timestamp when I find it.
Okay.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna sit here and do nothing.
Okay.
See you, bud.
Can't watch. Well, I'm just chilling. I can't watch the streams. Can't do nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it might have happened on Infernal, but it was a different day.
Let's I don't know, man.
I'm watching it right now. I think I've almost found it.
Is this the one against Roll1 Esports or a different one?
It's roll one.
What the hell? So,
1 second.
Volskaya, Raxus, Dragon.
Right. It's not there. Okay, I gotta find it. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. I remember it's me and Bear.
Maybe it was no.
Where is it? Because we're trying to figure out where to go, and we can't figure it out.
Or maybe it was Dragon.
One dead, no dead. No one's dead. No one's dead. No one's dead. Ah, there you go.
Was it here?
Did you find it?
You just had it. It was a little bit ahead. A little bit ahead.
Okay, let me go back.
Or, oh, might have been here. Who knows?
No, we're almost about to read. It's
Yeah,
right here.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Yeah, so just rewind, like, before the fight happened. Probably.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep, perfect. All right, play.
Okay.
So let's see what goes on.
Dragon
here.
Knight tank it. Dragon Knight tank it.
Yep.
No, we don't got it. We don't got it. We don't got it. We don't got it.
Yeah, we
Then you just go
never mind,
bot.
We don't got it
Yeah,
anymore.
we don't got it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. What did you use the Dragon Knight on? Anyways?
What did we use the Dragon Knight on?
Yeah. I guess it
got
doesn't
it.
matter right now too much, but like.
Oh,
Okay, so you guys are top. Okay, so let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
Did they?
So in terms of calls that are made here,
Yeah.
Cam going bot
Two.
with silver.
top,
they got him. They got him.
Alright, so the moment this
Coming,
is
we're
top,
coming, we're coming.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, this is like kind of awkward because Uther already said that. I mean, like there was a bot call bot, and then now all of a sudden we had to fight top. Malthio's like in the middle of everyone here. Forgot how this happened, but it happened. So yeah, we can play here.
Okay. We got silence.
Yeah, they ain't get shit. Get up here. We kill these guys.
I'm coming. Damn, I'm coming. Shit.
Yeah, now we're forced to fight in a
D-shield on you, Bear. Keep going.
Oh shit.
Forced
Maybe
to
we're
use
out,
that
yeah.
D-shield.
Good kill.
Nice
trade.
Nice heal. Oh shit.
Good, but
Okay,
because
everyone back up.
Get out.
Alright.
The call to leave would have been that one.
You win that if I wasn't so far.
Bottom left camp. Bottom left camp.
Go.
From head right now.
Get it fast.
you win
And
that
then
if
we
I
gotta safe
was.
soak that bottom lane.
Throw a totem over here. If you
This
can.
is
No,
right
we
there
gotta
the first
leave. Gotta
time.
leave. I think they're invading.
Yeah, just leave.
Okay, I heard.
yeah.
I heard what you're
Everybody
saying there,
run.
Kingle, and then didn't even
okay,
hear
it's
that.
okay.
Let's get see if we can get guess. So I heard you like faintly in the background.
Because you called for the camp, and then while we're doing the camp, you changed your mind and called for bottom lane.
Or I'll play it again.
Yeah, just
Totem over here. If you
So far.
Camp, bottom left camp. Bottom left camp.
Go.
From head right now.
get it fast.
And then we gotta safe soak that bottom lane.
Throw a totem over here if you can.
No,
Oh,
we gotta
safe,
leave.
safe
Gotta
line.
leave. I think they're invading.
Yeah, just leave.
Yeah.
Just leave. Just leave.
Yeah.
Just go.
Oh yeah,
But
run.
that's
Everybody run.
like-
Everybody run.
Yeah, so he said, and then after that we have to get it, and I think I completely missed that because I was too focused on being invaded. I think.
Yeah.
All right. No, I feel you, man. It's weird. Like in watching it back, it doesn't seem like the comms are that cluttered. Maybe I'm just not used to the speed of it yet with everybody chattering, and it's something that I'll just get better at with time.
Probably. Quick thing, can we just like reverse a little bit to like when the fight happened? Like at top
back
lane
up top.
after
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, after Dragon was like
That one.
dead.
Nice heal. Oh,
Back.
Top,
I
top,
see
top.
you.
I got it.
Back.
Coming. We're coming. We're coming.
Back.
go
Back.
Go back.
All
Yep.
right.
Okay. Right here, perfect.
No, we don't got it. We don't got it.
Okay, so
Yeah, we no, never mind. We don't got
No?
it.
We don't got it.
Matthew's
It's
top.
okay, it's okay.
Kerrigan's
All right,
bouncing at the top lane. It's fine.
Yeah.
Matthew's
Came on
pushing
bottom.
through.
The silver.
top,
they got-
you.
They got him.
Coming. We're coming. We're coming.
Oh, he got silenced.
They ain't get shit. Get up here. We kill these guys.
I'm coming.
Oh.
I'm coming.
Yeah, so
Shit.
I mean, I'm not sure if you really
D-shield
have
on you,
the
Bear.
option,
Keep
but,
going.
like,
Oh shit.
if you ran down or at least like just away from the fight, then maybe Rhaegar could have just like saved Kingle there. Just because like that engagement was kind of weird and sloppy. Like there's not really much of a reason to be there aside from I mean there is a reason to be there. It's just like Malthus trying to rotate from top to mid. But staying there to fight and making it harder for your team to rotate upwards in this like whole entire like catastrophe is it's just going to be hard, for everyone involved.
Sure.
Yeah, so just like run to your team, make sure you know where your team is, and again, just like respect the fact that like you're not going to take these like 1v5s and expect something to come out of it just because you die, unless somebody dies and you know that you died for it. Then I mean, generally speaking, your team's just going to be at a disadvantage regardless of whatever happens after. Besides from that, yeah, just again, like walk down. You got two healers. One of them was late, but they like at least Rhaegar is able to make it in time, so that could have been a possibility. And then Robert, you did get caught out by the gravel bomb, which is unfortunate. If you just like you don't have to be greedy for the damage either. Like if you see the gravel bomb, you don't have to like greed to walk into it just to like deal some damage. You can just wait out a little bit, like less than a second, just like standing outside the range of that, and then you're free to like re-engage and go back in with burst, and then Silver can be putting his D shield onto Imperius instead and let him carry, and Rhaegar wouldn't have to like use Ancestral on you either, because then Styx is expecting both of those things because he's the one frontlining against four of them, but you just happen to be caught in the crossfire of it.
Yeah, I think there was that, and then there was you said gravel bomb, but did you mean Stukov's thing or did you mean Junkrat's tire?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because I remember going up and I was like, crap, kind of zoned out, and then I think Kingle said we got this, and I remember he was super low.
Yeah.
Yeah, I killed you, man. That's what I mean.
Okay, and
I
I
mean,
was
Kingle
trying.
said that, but again, you can still focus on what's happening around you. because that's just another case of tunneling onto a call made. Because yeah, somebody's target calling, but again, if they're all the way in the back and you have to walk through so much zoning to get there, like usually speaking, not worth it. You know?
Okay, so what do I just say? There's crap in the way, or in the moment?
I mean, yeah, just stand out of that crap in the way because, like, you know, like, just you don't want to be hit by it in the first place. Otherwise, you're a liability.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
sure, you get the damage,
I
but if you're
think
not going to get the kill, then what's the point?
yeah, I think it's kind of playing off of our past things too, because we'll make calls where it's split, and there's like before we
Yeah.
did target calls, where it'd be like, hey, why aren't you hitting this target that obviously is not on my screen, but trying to say that in the moment, sometimes isn't good enough. So then I've been trying to like get through shit to still hit the call, hit the thing,
So
to hit the target.
here's two possibilities in which you can hit or not hit a target. Or rather, where you don't hit the target, and the reason why is pretty obvious. First reason is there's shit in the way. There's a Murden right there in your face when you're low. You got hit by God knows what. Yeah, let's just let it play, and then we'll see you rotate up. Okay, Malphite gets caught, and then he moves right for some reason. Happens. I don't know. And then, okay, here. Okay, you put that down. Okay, so pause. So, okay, here's the options you had. The Junkrat Tire, you can hit it with spells. You could Q and E it, and then it's instantly dead.
Okay.
Other option, after you get hit by Tire, sure, that happens. But the way this map curves, or has like these corridors, like they ported their abilities down. The Gravel Bomb and Gazlo's Laser managed to hit you even with like the Tire in the way. So like even if you didn't like have the health after like Riptire hit you, you still could have had the option to just like wait out the Gravel Bomb or the W and still be like, hey, you know what? I'll just get out of the way of that. Or at the very least, the other option you could have taken is rather than going on the right side of the wall you're currently on, there's a nook and cranny on the left side that you could have gone for as well.
Yeah, good point.
Which at the very least, you do have a wall to like sort of protect you from like a little bit of damage. Provided because like you're not immediately in their vision, so they don't see the fact that there's a Jaina on the bottom side walking up towards them that they can kill, and then Uther D shields you. You have to put your spells on them first, and then they have to react to that instead.
Yeah, because I remember this game, I purposely was trying to go range Blizzard for this reason, and I still did the same habit because I was trying to like get my E off and then the Q. So I'm probably just using it wrong, honestly.
Yeah, probably. I mean, positioning and just like reaction wise, just
but
like
that makes sense. I think part of me never goes in those quarters because I feel like I'm going to get trapped for whatever reason.
Yeah, at the very least, like keeping in mind that you have the burst to just destroy a Junkrat Reptire is useful to know.
Okay, for sure.
Other people on this team that could do that, no one else.
Okay.
Like maybe Uther if he puts like a W and E on it and then auto attacks it, and then Junkrat doesn't like hit it. Because the Junkrat Tire is actually affected by CC.
Okay.
That aside, yeah, like you have the majority of the burst, and if you put your spells into that Riptire, it's dead. Junkrat doesn't use an ultimate. Perfect. And that's your responsibility. Yeah, just keeping that in mind is useful to know for the future. Otherwise, positioning here, yeah, you don't have to int for these kills. You're your own person. You can call your own judgment to say whether or not it's safe. That's the first situation.
Okay.
Second situation is you are literally standing too far away from the fight because you don't know what is safe and what isn't.
True.
That is when the tank can say, hey, why are you not following up on my stuff? And then you're not in range to follow up with your spells. Like you gotta gauge like what's safe and what isn't in terms of walking up to the enemy and knowing like when to put your spells on somebody. If an ETC is under a bunch of CC and you want to hit them as a Jaina, then sure. But if the ETC is just like there and you want to hit him as Jaina, you got to be careful because he can just slide right up into your face and say, you know what, you're short range. I can slide onto you because you don't have any hard CC. You're slid and you're dead. Like that's just like an instance of like knowing, hey, these guys have a threat, and I should at the very least, I should know when to go in because they used this tool and they won't have it anymore for when I go in and deal my damage. if Murden uses Q or he uses Haymaker, or if Stukov uses his entire combo, his WE, and you're not in the way, then that's like, again, just two things you really don't have to worry about for 10 seconds. And within that 10 seconds, you could just kill somebody instead. Or do whatever you want. Because
Yeah,
they don't
and
have
ideally in
anything to
this
respond
fight,
with.
it would have been better if, I would just played more back and then they just shoot
Yeah,
their stuff
like
on
they all
sticks.
blowed up. Yeah, they just blew all their stuff at once, and they're focusing on Imperius and Panda right now. But then you just happen to be in the way, so now you're a secondary focus too.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's a lot to take in, I guess, but like, yeah, positioning wise, knowing what you can do and what to watch out for. Again, it's just important for every game you play, regardless of role or whatever.
Cool.
But yeah, not much else to like really cover here. That, and I am also getting a little tired.
Okay, fair enough. I think we probably are pretty fried too.
Yeah, we can honestly just wait for like a game day thing where you can just like VOD review that, because most of the stuff I already covered is like pretty applicable. If you guys need practice, it's literally just get more practice done in scrims, and then you'll be fine probably. If not, VOD review.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right, cool. Appreciate it, Z.
Mm-hmm. You guys need any other rants or questions to be answered?
I think if you did, I don't know how much I would absorb right now. Honestly.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We'll just like leave it at that then.
Do you think that
Yeah.
Artychus Cassia still first ban worthy after the changes?
Oh yeah, the freaking patch notes. Okay, Tychus is still good.
To your knowledge, yeah.
So Tychus still good. Cassia, probably still good. Like, I'd say she's not like the nerfs are light, honestly, because like a lot of those things get made up for like with later talents and stuff. Like they do matter, but they don't really matter if it's just like 4-5% nerfs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like she's still a good damage to pick if you need like a reliable, safe hyper carry. It's just that her damage output is going to be like a little bit less than before, but she's still good for that. I would just say that like she's definitely less suppressive when it comes to Chromie, and relatively speaking, you guys could probably afford to leave Cassia up more often, but Chromie's still a perma ban regardless, because God knows why they didn't change her this patch. That aside, what else? I mean, the rest of the ranged assassins don't really matter too much in terms of like just notes or patch notes here and there. I mean, Stukov's still good because like his like main thing is the W silence, so that didn't get changed too much. Although his safety did get changed at least, so you do have to play him better in order to like net the value that you want from him, because you can't play as risky anymore. What else? Lucio. Lucio's very interesting. I haven't really tried out mixing fire yet or high five. Probably not going to take it because high five is still not unstoppable during travel, so like it's awkward still.
The boombox one's interesting.
Boombox is interesting if it were a level 1. If it's level 7, like it would have been really interesting as a level 1, because then it would be like, hey, you're playing Braxis or D-Shire, then from the start of the game you have Lucio heals just waiting at your wall, and that's pretty darn useful for sustained matchups when you need them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. That aside, it's okay. Like, it's still useful, don't get me wrong. Like, it provides vision.
I like it for rotations, yeah.
Yeah, for certain maps it might be good too, just because like, hey, you're on Sky Temple and you want to rotate, sure, you can do that. What else? Yeah, but aside from that, probably nothing like too large for Lucio. Brightwing definitely got hit, but I still reckon Brightwing's gonna be good because like the people that are using Brightwing, I'd never like in the scrims I've seen like you guys, the Knights, and another team I'm coaching do. I have never really seen a Brightwing use the level 13 talent with the Z correctly. So probably not like much of a change in priority in your division.
How are they supposed to use it? Like, how do you mean?
At level 13, they just put the E onto the tank or whoever they want to like burst heal, and then they get into a safe position while that's happening or while it's traveling, and then they Z.
That's how you're supposed to use it correctly?
Yeah, once you get 13. Otherwise, you can just Z like whenever somebody's like starting to get focused down. And I really do mean starting to get focused down. Because you don't want to use it when they're low and then potentially not save them during that.
Okay.
Yeah, aside from that, Rag in the 4-man is kind of fun. If anyone's like good with his W, otherwise, not worth mentioning. Imperious main tank is a weird toss-up. Like, it's obviously weaker now because they nerfed some of his key talents, which I do appreciate, honestly, because it doesn't affect Soul Lane too much. I still think it's a good pick just because, like, if you get percent at 1, realistically speaking, you lose 5 armor and, like, 100, 200 effective shield points. And you're still dealing, like, a bunch of damage because you're good at that. So, Imperious, pretty likely still going to be relevant. Hogger, on the other hand, a lot less healing, baseline, especially if you go for the regular build. Malphite and Lyric are definitely going to be able to punish him even more now, just because he doesn't have the sustain. I mean, he still has sustain, but like he's missing a decent chunk of that sustain now. Yeah. That being said, he's probably going to go down in priority as well, but he's still going to be good on the maps that he's going to be good for. So like, probably still a ban target, but letting him through in case you need to like letting him through if you know that you have a good winning matchup on like Dragonshire or Braxis, or if it's a map like Hanamura where it doesn't really matter, then you can honestly afford to let Hogger through in those instances. What else? Gazlo Diva, again, Gazlo irrelevant. We don't really need to talk about him. We just need to get people to like stop fearing him and just like respect the fact that he has a gravel bomb and a W or stuns and whatever. And they nerfed him pretty appropriately this patch, so like, yeah, we don't really focus too much on that. Diva got nerfed. Doesn't really affect her like performance too much, but it will affect her in the long run, I suppose. Like, probably still a ban on maps she's good for. Otherwise, if she's going to be picked on like a general map that you just like get like less double soak value from, then I don't know. It's weird because a lot of people run her in the 4-man as well. If it was like another 100 more health, then Diva honestly could just be like let through, perhaps. But right now, probably still a little dangerous. Yeah. Aside from that, Hogger can be let through more. Imperious probably still a good thing. Brightwing doesn't really change for you guys too much. Cassia Tychus probably still going to be relevant, but Cassia can be let through a little bit more now. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it from the patch notes.
Cool.
Yep. Okay. Yep. That's definitely everything now, right? Yeah.
It's gotta be, or I'm gonna fall asleep on my computer.
Honestly, I'm almost there too. Okay. I won't keep you guys too long. I'll just go for now.
That's cool, man. I appreciate your time, Z. And if you're available Thursday, we're scrimming in on Thursday.